That's the sand, that's the gravel. I was working on dust. I have a lot of dust, which means I was working on doing this. Ran out of sand first. Interesting. Not really. Almost got a forge built. Then I will not need to use these little furnaces. If I can remove the need for little furnaces, I can make more metals and progress a lot faster. Block by block, I will have this built. Twill happen. Boom. Forge is built. Forge is fueled. The question is, can So I still have to do it the old-fashioned way for now, but I can make double the amount of resources. So that is a positive. Speaking of, that still works. Grab one of those and one of these. One of those and one of these. Put this one on this side, and that one on that side. Spigot, spigot, or faucet. And now I just need this. I shall soon have iron tools. Yes. This is good. What is iron that I can melt? I don't think I have any iron. I gotta make iron pieces before I can actually get any iron. Do I have gravel still on me, actually? Three iron pieces. I have three in a chest. I can put those together in 6. It'll give me exactly 1 piece of iron, but that'll double into 2, which is not enough to make a pickaxe head. Unfortunate. Grass seeds go away, oak plank go away, tin ore go away, silkworm, glass, flint, dirt, string, cobble can stay. Graphite bar, coal, silver, food stay, clay go away, sledgehammer and pickaxe and chisel go away. Actually, let me check to see if this is here. Nope. Place that there, get some sticks. I'm going to need a few of these. Why no work? Does it have to be stone? Is that what's happening here? Did I forget the recipe? Hammer. I did forget the recipe. Okay. Don't I feel goofy? Hammer. A fuck ton of gravel. A large apple. Get as much iron as I can and make iron tools. What's up, Black Shop? I think I went overkill on the hammers. It turns out I, in fact, did not need 5. How much iron is that? 16. Get any gold from that? I don't think so. I think I get gold from sand, but I don't want to look it up because I want to see if I'm correct. So I'll make some sand. I immediately almost forgot that I was trying to make sand and went and sifted this gravel. Just realized I could just... $63. Okay, 64. About to say, where the fuck did the other one piece of sand go? How much gold did I get? Say psych. 3 pieces. That's not even 1 bar of gold. That was a stack. And you can only give me 3. Well, I guess that means it's time to do this again. This is more efficient, but it is a lot more boring. Vein mine. Oh, got that all in one. Sand, not gravel. Sand. Thank you for the like. Apple free. Keep seeing people join, but the number never actually changes. I don't know if there's actually anybody here. What's up, Aggie? I appreciate the like. I think that was a share. I forgot what sounds I set to what. Ah, ish. Thanks for the roses.
Zwick says, is this what I think it is?
That depends. What do you think it is?
Zwick says, I forgot the name, but it's a version of Minecraft. Zwick says Technic.
No, this isn't Technic. That is a mod pack I have downloaded though. Or wait, no, is it Technic I have downloaded or was it Technic Reloaded? I have one of them downloaded. This is Stoneblock 2.
Zwick says, man, I miss Technic.
Yeah. Watching people play that on YouTube when I was not a kid, but younger. Oh, thank you for the follow.
Zwick says, old days.
Yeah. That's why I keep coming back to Minecraft. It's one of the comfort games. Thank you for the follow, man.
Zwick says, I totally agree.
About to make a Tinker's Iron Pickaxe.
Zwick says, the one game I always have.
I have it on every console that I own, and I've had it on mobile before. It's just, it's a game I like having quick access to no matter what I'm doing. Oh, thank you for the rose, Angie. Or, I keep wanting to say your name is Angie. Like angry.
Zwick says, I love developing servers.
Oh, same. I used to have a few different servers that I ran for people, but I ended up moving and I couldn't take the servers with me, so I had to close them. I am looking to eventually build a new server from scratch.
Zwick says, when I was a kid, man, one of my servers was sponsored by Machinima.
Damn.
Zwick says, I had to move too and lost it all.
And moving, you get stuff out of it, but you lose stuff in the process. I've actually only lived where I'm currently at for about a month. I just moved from
Zwick
one
says,
side
it's
of the
okay, we
states to
start
the other.
stronger.
Hell yeah. Every move is just a new beginning in a different area.
Zwick says, say that again though.
I derailed my own train of thought. I think I was saying I just moved here like a month ago. Before that,
Zwick says, you just moved.
I lived on the complete opposite side of the states. Like, I was in Washington, now I'm in Indiana.
Zwick says, ah, Indiana is nicer.
Eh, it's quieter. I'll give it that. It's a lot more peaceful, not as much noise. I'm not worried about the crackheads walking around shanking me for drug money.
Zwick says, is Hawkins, Indiana real?
I don't know. I've never been there. I'm in Evansville. I might have driven through there on my way here. I might not have. Unless I have a map in front of me, I'm horrible with directions.
Zwick says I am all the way in Montauk, NY.
New York. Nice. What's it like over there right now?
Zwick says where the real story accurate. Zwick says it was called the Montauk Project.
Montauk Project? What's that?
Zwick says it's stressful man lol it's not cheap.
Things is not cheap right now, that is for damn sure. It's actually why I started streaming. I was already playing video games, I might as well stream it and
Zwick
see if
says the
people like it.
Montauk Project is Stranger Things IRL. Dakota says you should listen to Romeo's Dittress -1 I've never heard it but is supposed to be good.
I will have to check that out after stream. Put a little blood in there. Good luck charm. So the Montauk Project is basically government experimentation.
Zwick says you and time travel.
You know, time travel would explain why shit's so fucky all the time. At least it would be more comforting than to think that everything's happening the way it's happening because this is just how shit is. Oh, I picked up the lava way too early. What's up, baby Navi? I don't think baby Navi was here to stay. See, I have 1, 2, 3. 3 more after this one. What's up, Green Riot? Oh, goodbye, Green Riot. What am I looking for? Has the snow hit New York yet? In they go. That's okay, though. I appreciated them being here while they were here. What's up, Tom? Stacked apple.
Zwick says sorry I got a call.
That's all right. Welcome back.
Zwick says but they also got abducted kids the Montauk Project.
Oh,
Zwick says the Lost Boys of Montauk.
I'll look into that after stream. I like to do research on stuff.
Zwick says also Nazi stormed Montauk.
Yikes. That's big. Tell you what, I was not expecting to hear the word Nazi. Like a flashbang.
Zwick says sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize for that, man. I am more than comfortable with talking about just about anything. And if there ever is a subject that I'm not comfortable with having on stream, I'll just straight up tell you, like, hey, hit me up and we can talk about that off stream.
Zwick says they actually turned themselves in.
I want to say yay, but I don't want to applaud anything a Nazi does. So I'm conflicted.
Zwick says they reached America and didn't want to follow orders.
So they were defectors.
Zwick says they sought new life.
Okay, yeah, so they were defectors. That's a little different. They were still Nazis, but at least they pulled their head out of their ass at the end. Two blocks. One.
Zwick says it's really cool they had a U-boat and every and buried a lot of their weapons in the sand.
I wonder if some of the weapons are still there. It'd be a really cool historical piece to donate to a museum or something. Fuck yeah.
Swick says likely bury or deep as we have had the Marine Corps come rebarge our beaches.
In that case, anything that was there is probably already snatched up. Hopefully they found their ways into museums then.
Swick says a lot of locals think that the military base still operates underground.
Well, I used to be in the Army, and from what I've experienced and what I've seen, if you can't see the base, it's probably not there. But at the same time, bases are a lot bigger than people think they are, and sometimes you're looking at a military base and you don't even realize it.
Swick says there's a huge radar tower and a bunch of stuff on top.
They might still use it as a SATCOM relay
Swick says though
station
it's
then.
decommissioned.
If it's still there, it's probably not actually decommissioned. IT was actually my job in the military, so they don't just leave equipment like that behind.
Swick says well, a lot of people think that the surface isn't used, but there's definitely an underground base.
None of the bases I was at ever had anything cool. Except for one, but I signed an NDA.
Swick says it's called Camp Hero.
Camp Hero. That sounds so cheerful. That must have some really fucked up history behind it.
Swick says it's the most eastern military air defense.
You know, I spent most of my career at Fort Stewart. Pretty boring post.
Swick says but it was decommissioned. A lot of locals think that they moved to Plum Island.
Plum Island. What's on Plum Island again? That rings a bell, but I can't. I got some memory
Swick
issues.
says Animal
place it.
Disease Control Center.
I could see why people might think that then.
Swick says crazy stories here.
Hey, you do enough digging at any location, you'll find some crazy stories. I know I've got a few crazy stories from my hometown. I used to live in a place called Buckley, Washington, and one of the things they taught us in grade school was about the
Zwick says
fucking
KFC launched a hot air balloon in Montauk too.
one of the things they teach us in grade school in Buckley, Washington school district areas. There was a town shooting and a bank heist all in the same day. And the town shooting happened because of the bank heist. The bank robbers loaded up on a
Zwick says the
vehicle
real Colonel Sanders.
and they drove through the center of town, but everybody heard the
Zwick says
gunshots.
oh damn.
Yeah, everybody heard the gunshots from the bank getting robbed, and they came out to their front porches, and they just started ripping shots into the bank robbers' vehicle as they ran down from the police. We actually did a field trip tour going down that street, looking at the bullet holes that are still in the foundations of some of the brick buildings. You got crazy, and then you got redneck crazy.
Zwick says wild.
Shit was crazy. I think I'll do lead. Actually, I think I'll just throw a bunch in here and figure out what comes out of this. Maybe we'll get something cool. Mixy, mixy. Got iron, aluminum, tin. Okay, none of it mixed. I guess I still got these two. See, what do I got going on in here? Nothing useful yet. Silver.
Zwick says BRB.
Hey, you good, man? I got graphite. That's enough for a silver piece. That's enough for a tin, an osmium, and an aluminum. Put that away. More lead. More nickel. How did I not see this the first time I looked in here? Now let's see what we got. Aluminum, tin, gold. Invar. Okay. Constantine. Bronze. Constantine. It's a lot of Invar. Invar's supposed to be really good. I think I make a plate out of Invar, actually. That's going to take forever, though. bring it over with me. Put that away, bring that out. Make one of those. Go look at this hammer recipe again. Gonna need a tough rod and a hammer head. Alright, so we're going hammerhead, tough rod, regular rod, and then we're going to need a binding for the axe as well. Or the pickaxe, I should say. Accuracy. It is important. How much gold is in here? Ah, no. There's barely any gold in there. Ah, no. Oh, I did a fucking boogie. I did an oopsie doopsie. I did it. Now I have to do more work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go here, go there. Put that like that. We'll leave those for now. One stack of this should be enough to get the gold I need, so I'm going to do 2 stacks to be safe. What happened to the second stack? Did I imagine it? I guess I fucking imagined it. Sand. Combine those, get a not fresh, but not as damaged. Gimme gold. I need gold. Please, sir. Gold. No, I need more than that. I need a lot more than that. I guess I can take this iron, melt that down. hammer. Iron, diamond, gold. And then that's sledgehammers. So iron's the best I'm going to get on hammers until I have diamonds. Awesome. Real quick, upgrade that. Mining level obsidian. Turn this into sticks. Go here. Turn this into ingots. Hammer. Four stacks of cobble. Welcome back, Ish.
Ish says I hope you're having a blessed day, Wolf. It really brightens my day to see you God live all the time.
Thank you. I try to go live every day, even if it's just for an hour.
Ish says I really enjoy watching you.
Thank you. I'm happy you enjoy watching me. Maybe I should have done less cobble. Oh, nope, that was the end. Punch the apple. And now the gravel. Did I just see a name tag? Oh, okay, that's my pet rock. I got really concerned because I'm playing in a single player world. I was not trying to find out how somebody else got into my game. Try to do things uniform, and then my ADHD takes over. Dirt. Dirt is not what I need, though. I need sand, so I can get gold, so I can upgrade my tools. This is gonna break soon. There it is. And vein mine. And vein mine. Vein mine. No vein mine, because there's only 2. Silicles.
Zwick says, do you play with people?
Sometimes I plan to. Right now, I don't have a great setup going on, so I don't know if I can actually play with people. Because my buddy Vlogs, he's also a streamer. He literally lives above me. I live in his house. We tried playing multiplayer on a couple different games, and my system couldn't handle it, which is depressing.
Zwick says, damn.
Yeah. We also don't have great Wi-Fi, so that plays into it.
Zwick says, I feel you.
We're looking into upgrading our Wi-Fi soon, and getting a new PC is gonna hurt. RAM is not cheap right now.
Zwick says, may you can find something used.
And the problem is, as far as used things go, I don't trust them. Like, having worked in IT and seeing how people treat their own computers, I can't trust secondhand technology.
Zwick says I feel that.
Fortunately, though, I used to work in IT, so I know how to prolong the life
Zwick
of
says I
this
need a new
computer.
graphics card.
Ooh, those ain't cheap right now. What kind of graphics card you working with right now?
Zwick says mine is definitely outdated.
Might be outdated, but there might be a way to get some more life out of it. Let's get this aluminum out of here. I always clog up my thing. Like, I'm running a 3090 Founders Edition, which that's not super outdated, but it is starting to get a bit old.
Zwick says I have a Ryzen or something like that.
Do you know if it's RTX or GTX?
Zwick says GTX 1660.
That's a bit old. But that means you don't necessarily need to go with the newest and greatest thing when you upgrade. You have a lot of options if you're just trying to improve your performance a step or two. Which means a small upgrade for you wouldn't cost nearly as much.
Zwick says I can add 2 more RAM.
I am completely filled up with RAM. I have 46 gigabytes of RAM total. 46 or 48? I don't want to do
Zwick
math right
says I
now.
have open slots.
Do you know if your RAM is DDR4 or DDR5? If you have a Ryzen GTX 1660, you probably have DDR4. But I've seen some funky builds, so you never know.
Zwick says not sure. Zwick says is a DDR6 real.
Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna Google that real quick. No, it is not currently a thing that is purchasable for consumer, which is as far as I needed to read because I am a consumer.
Zwick says lol.
No point in reading about if companies have it, right? That ain't me.
Zwick says I def have a DDR4.
Okay, so DDR4 is the previous generation of RAM. Current generation for consumer products is DDR5. Typically, they have faster clocking speeds, which just means they can handle information faster. However, you can't just jump straight to DDR5. This is actually the situation that I'm in currently right now. I want to upgrade my RAM to DDR5, but I can't because the motherboard I have does
Zwick
not
says how can
accept.
you jump?
So you have to get a new motherboard and swap out your motherboard for one that has DDR5 capability because they do not seat the same on the motherboard. In game, though, I can just press spacebar.
Zwick says yay, I have furry DDR4.
Huh?
Zwick says fury.
That is a hilarious typo.
Zwick says lol.
Yeah, no, if you wanted to jump to DDR5, then you would have to first get a new motherboard. Which, if you're replacing the motherboard, unless you're paying somebody else to upgrade your system for you, or you know how and enjoy working on computers, you might as well just get a new computer. You can still make DDR4
Zwick
work,
says I
though.
just get a new build.
The only reason I want to jump to DDR5 is because I stream. And in order to run the thing that's allowing me to hear you when you type messages, run the game, run the stream manager, and run a recording software, I'm over capacity on my system. Everything is overclocked and is running above its specs.
Zwick says yay.
So, like, if you encounter bottlenecking via RAM,
Zwick says your memory.
yeah. My memory is stressed the fuck out. My processor, too. I have a i7 8-core.
Zwick says what happens if 50 people send a message at KNCE.
It will randomly assign a priority to them. If we're talking down to the millisecond, everybody sends it at the exact same time. The application I'm using is called Tickfinity. It handles that process on its side. Mine just handles the translation from computer to ears. But it would randomly assign a priority order for all 50 messages, and then it would one by one read them out.
Zwick says client side would be due.
Client side would be Doom. I think my PC would explode if it had to handle that on my
Zwick
side.
says dope.
It would be pretty dope if I could handle all that on client side. But as it stands, every time something happens on my computer, I get a little flash on my second monitor that says high computer load detected. Learn how to reduce it. Just like, I know it's high. I can't do anything about it. I'm maxed out on RAM. I'm overclocking my CPU all the time. The only thing that's not stressed out in my computer is the GPU. Once I can afford to, though, I'm going to build a new PC, and I'm going to convert this one into a server.
Zwick says convert a mini fridge to a build.
I used to have a mini freezer. It sounds like a good idea at first, but there's a slight issue. They retain heat a little too well.
Zwick says lol internal cooling.
If you can set it up right, yeah, you can still have that internal cooling system going. But then you have to deal with the moisture that comes with the fridge cooling system. Because it's not designed to keep moisture out. Was it 3 or was it 6? It's 6. God damn it.
Zwick says all Gucci.
It can be done though. Like, if people can put a computer in a fish tank, they can put a computer in a mini fridge. It's just more work than I'd want to do. I have thought about putting a computer inside of a desk, but every now and then I like to slam my fist down, and I don't think that would work too well. You know what I mean? I need diamonds for the auto hammer. That's awful.
Zwick says what if you converted a dresser with mirror?
That would be probably easier than
Zwick says make the mirror the screen.
you could definitely do something like that, and it would probably be a lot easier than a mini fridge, to be honest. I could totally see something like that working. Really, anything that you can hollow out, you can turn into a computer. The question is how much effort you're willing to put into it.
Zwick says yay I think the screen's gonna be costly.
Oh yeah, if you wanted it to be shaped exactly like the mirror, assuming it's a circular mirror.
Zwick says imagine turning a pinball machine.
Oh, I've seen those done. They're pretty cool. I've seen a fish tank done. I've seen a pinball machine done. I've seen a desk done. And I've seen someone do, what was it? I don't remember what it was, but it was cool. I wish I could remember. You'll just have to take my word for it.
Zwick says man those Emery's desks are dope where you're lifted. Zwick says immersive.
I need some kind of generator. I didn't even think about that before I started making this automated process. Simple.
Zwick says lol you see me flying a plane upside down and my desk is upside down.
Yeah, I don't think I could handle that. I have vertigo. If I stand up too fast, I feel lightheaded. How am I supposed to get that?
Zwick says I took my father into a flight simulator once as a kid.
I actually got to fly a plane as a kid.
Zwick says I gave my father a heart attack.
I was like 6 years old, so that was the coolest fucking thing in the world to me at the time. I would not do it again.
Zwick says lol.
Yeah, one of my mom's friends when I was growing up used to own an airfield and used to have these air shows where like stunt planes would come
Zwick
out and
says
do
same.
tricks. Dust. No conveniently placed redstone. Which means I gotta go in here and take out this stack of dust that I didn't want to use.
Zwick says a dream of mine is to fly a helicopter.
I have been in exactly 3 helicopters in my life. They're pretty cool. These government ones are. No redstone. How do I get redstone?
Zwick says I want a pilot.
I never got the opportunity to pilot one. That would have been real interesting.
Zwick says whenever I play games for war games I am GOAT. Zwick says with helicopter.
Nice. You know, every encounter I've had with a helicopter has been during training. So, real pilots had to fly those. Not me. Was not qualified. Am I still covered under NDA for that? Or can I tell that story? I don't think I can tell that story yet. Damn. It's a good ass story, too. NDAs are annoying. Can't tell any of the funny stories that I have. I have to try and be funny on my own. All the funny stuff happens during the moments that I'm not allowed to talk about. Somebody named I Am Scared of Women just joined for a second? 'Cause if so, that's hilarious.
Tinkering says hiya.
Hey, Welcome to the live. Your username is awesome. I appreciate the likes. Oh, thank you for the follow.
Tinkering says I'm a dog, don't worry.
Brain wants to make a joke. That is probably not a joke that should be made. I have been playing Minecraft for let's see. Minecraft released alpha in 2012, I think. I have been playing since I was no 2009, and I've been playing since I was 12. I'm 27 now, so a lot of years. I really don't want to do math. Hold up. Why do I see red? Okay, item on the ground. It is a long time. How come Tickfinity's not reading out your thing?
Tinkering says pet rock.
Yes, there is a pet rock in this. Let's see, what do I want to make the head of the hammer out of? Osmium? If I don't like it, I can just melt it back down. Osmium should be good, right? Oh no, I didn't have enough osmium. Well, let me check to see if I have more. I do. All is not lost. More lava in the thingy. So the thingy can do the thingy, and I can get rid of this now that I have a pickaxe that is strong enough to mine it. Be gone, my shame. Be gone. Disappear from this world. No evidence. Other than the fact that I'm recording. Fuck. What time is it? I can go for a little longer. Osmium. That's gonna take a minute to down. I eat. I stare. I just want to build this damn hammer so I can get to the mining dimension. So I don't have to spend all my time getting resources in the way that I have been. Okay, hammer. I'm not ready for the hammer. I need to make one more item. Gold. Gold. Let it cool. We're gonna go with iron, so it has I think iron gives it magnetic. How's your day been going, by the way, Tink? Anything interesting happened today? Plate. Plate. Hammerhead. Osmium was the correct decision. Iron. Yes. Put that away. Put that away. Get the torches out. Press F7. Up the stairs I go. 92% of the way to the follower goal. Jump, 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 jump. Is Tink still in the chat? I can never actually tell who's in chat. Like it says there's one person, but it doesn't actually tell me if it's you. Unless I look down here. In which case I can instantly prove myself incorrect. That was a notification from the bank. Okay. Not an important notification, just a... Oh. I think... Nope. Okay, it was just a little bit of lag. I'm always ready for this shit to crash on me. It's happened to me twice. Why am I suddenly getting XP from mining stone? Magnetic, dense, well-established, devil strength. What do any of those mean? get to the mining dimension. I'm tired of breaking cobblestone for everything. I did it! I made it to the mining dimension. Or hell, I'm not sure which yet. It hasn't loaded. It's the mining dimension! Yay! Redstone! Glad I did not have to look far for this. We. Yeah, that works. Hey, Tink, let me know if you want to play Stoneblock 4. I've been streaming for about an hour and 30 minutes now, so I've gotten my hour in for the day if you want to play games. I don't know if you're still at work or not. You're always at work, so let me correct that to I don't know if you're still obligated to work or not.
Tinkering says Jesus was here.
Jesus was here. He wasn't here long enough for me to say hello or anything like that. I think Jesus popped in, saw whose stream this was, and was like, oh, I'm in the wrong spot. So I was looking for Caleb with a C. Level 20. The chat box keeps flickering like something's going on, but nothing is going on. Now that I have access to the mining dimension, I'm gonna go mining after I repair my osmium hammer. I need more osmium for my hammer. Silver osmium. Fuck. Where do I get that from? Gravel? Okay, that's not difficult. Did you hear my question earlier, by the way? I don't know if you just didn't want to answer or if you just didn't hear it. Gravel. Osmium. That'll get me one chunk. One chunk should get me 2 ingots. Plus 5 is 7. I need 9. I didn't get any osmium. Fuck. I did get 8 chance cubes, though. Oh no. Get out of my inventory. It's the definition of be gone, Satan. I need the osmium. I would like to actually explore the mining dimension a little bit before I hop off. That should be enough. Gimme osmium. Not making that anytime soon, or that. Black quartz. Might be able to make that. By smelting that. And now that I look at it, actually, I can make that right now. Which means I'll have this soon. Take this, put it there, take this, put it there, there, take that, put it there. Go back, grab osmium. It's not done cooling. Take the chance to go repair. That's pretty cheap repair cost. This is almost done cooling. This. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I need 6 cobblestone and 2 coal. I have plenty of coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoop, shoop, doop, doop. Yer. Coal go in there. Power gets sent here. This tree becomes silk tree. Ah, that's the recipe in this one. Okay. Stone crook. Stone crook gets repaired with stone? No. With cobblestone? No. Is it done? I should see no trace of green. Not gonna mess with whatever that was yet. What can you give me? Nothing that I need immediately, so I'm gonna actually put that away. I'm gonna make another one. This one's gonna be iron. And of course, that's not the fucking recipe. That is. That. Makes all the sense in the world. Wouldn't do it any differently myself. some cobble. Almost a stack. I don't want to do a full stack. Not because it would be detrimental in any way, I just don't want to do it. Cobble everywhere. Why? Sand! Thank you, Minecraft, for putting scary noises in my ear. Oh, excuse me. Why is TikTok Live telling me when other people receive gifts? I don't want to know when other people receive gifts. That's weird. That's none of my business. I don't need to know that Julian DK28 sent a universe to... I didn't read it fast enough. Put away all of that. Sent a universe to Megan Lee. Shout out to them. And congratulations, Megan Lee. That's a really weird feature. Oh, you know what? You know why it probably does that? It probably does that to encourage creators to try and encourage their audience to send them gifts. Since TikTok takes a portion of that gift for themselves so that they can pay creators in the creator fund. So that's a little underhanded, but, you know, I kind of understand it. No. I'm gonna hit the 2-hour mark before I actually get to explore. Oh, literally. I was so close. Well, I told myself I was going to stream for no more than 2 hours today, so I'm going to be ending the stream here. I appreciate you for stopping in. If you want to go back and watch the full live, some interesting conversations did happen. I will be posting it to YouTube tomorrow.